Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TD Fans Talk. Today, I wanted to come to you all and have a really good conversation on pretty much why do they keep on doubting the Miami Dolphins? Well, I guess I don't want to say the words keep doubting, but why do they doubt us now? And we want to break that down and dive into it and talk about it because it's pretty interesting to me. But before we do, I want to give a special shout out to Coco Golf. If y'all don't know who that is, this is a 15-year-old girl playing tennis at Wimbledon, and she just had the most epic comeback ever. Man, I'm blown away. She has an instant fan in me. I'm shocked. I'm literally shocked, y'all. Man, she got an instant fan with me, man. I'm an instant fan. I 2.5 hours ago, I was supposed to come stream and hang out with y'all, and I saw her on TV, and I just couldn't leave. I couldn't leave. I mean, she lost the first set 6-3, and I had heard last week she beat Venus Williams. And shout out to Chad Marchand sending a little love, fins up. Thank you, bro. I love you, man. But she was down 6-3. Seconds, she was leading the first set, like 3-2 or something. Then she lost 6-3. And then all of a sudden, the second set, she was down big. I mean, she was down big. I mean, I think it was like 5-2. And the other player had match point, like one more score and the game is over. This girl found a way to climb all the way back, tie that game, take it to an extra set, win it, go into the last set. It was just epic, man. It was just epic. If y'all don't know who it is, if you didn't see that match, you missed a great competitive match, man. I was pumped, man. I was excited. She all on Twitter right now, blowing up. Everybody, she just trending on Twitter. Turn on Twitter right now and hit trending, and you'll see the number one thing trending right now is Coco Golf. The girl, hey, Serena and Venus, man. This is the passing of the torch. But anyway, man, I like the T-shirt. This Minka, baby. It's that Minka. It's that Minka, man. What's up, everybody? Finsanity 5, I see you. They doubted Miami because of the first-year head coach and QB situation. They have to prove something first, just like every other team. I get that, but do you believe that, Steven? Do you doubt the Dolphins? This year? I'm good, Enzo. TD, did you hear about our defensive tackle in a car accident, lost his arm? Adam, I did a video. I actually went live on it yesterday and did a video on it. Go check it out, man. But yeah, prayers are up for Kendrick Norton. And to all those, to the one person, for some reason, I felt attacked in my comment section on that video because I apparently made a mistake by saying that the Miami Dolphins drafted him, which was a huge mistake. And that was me misread. I misread, but I believe the Carolina Panthers drafted him. So if I offended anybody on saying the wrong team drafted the guy, y'all please forgive me. But at the end of the day, the most important thing isn't that. It's him, man. Love the haircut, man. It's all good, man. I missed you talking about it. You're good, man. You always know my videos there. You can go check it out, man. What up, everybody? Make sure you smash that like button. Hit that like button. 20 in the room already, only 4 likes. We should at least have 21 likes if there's 20 people in the room. Math ain't adding up, but we should at least have it. I'm just saying. But what's up, brother? I'm Devontae, Josh Ferris, buddy. All right, I see you interested people. I appreciate you. Josh Ferris been hitting me up, man. That's the homie now. He told me you might be on his radio show. Awesome, brother. Fins up. Absolutely. I'll be there, man. I think it's coming up soon. Stay tuned with him. He'll keep you all posted on when it'll be coming up, guys. But I'm happy you're here on my show. I appreciate you being here. Dolphins Super Bowl this year. That's right, man. That's what I be trying to tell people. Now, I want to start this show off a little different today, guys, because we just, on the last stream, we connected a new feature. We connected a new feature for the show. Let me see if I can find it. One moment. And we just did it. Where's it at? Y'all give me a second, man. I know I ain't losing that. that fast, or it's been deleted already. There it is. All right. So we have a new feature where you all can be a lot more interactive. And, if you have the time right now, I'm going to be taking call-ins to tell me what you think about this season, what you think the record prediction is going to be, and tell me why you think that they disrespect the Dolphins. I want to hear from you all before I give you my take. So y'all give me a second. I'm going to give you all my number. It's actually not going to be the same number as last time, because this phone has an awesome feature where you can burn the number. Get rid of it. They'll give you another one, man. Here's your new number. Okay, cool. I already got the new number. One moment, guys. Let me write it down so I can give it to you all, where you can call in. And if you're a mod, if you could put it in your comment, if you could put it in the comment section or save it in there. So if I ask for you to post it, we'll have it. All right. So I'm gonna be the first one to put it. Here's the new number to call in. Oh, one moment, guys. Give me 1 second. I want a little different. All right, here we go. I got it. All right. See if we can put it in the comment section. Type in the chat. I got you. I'm putting it in now. So y'all can call in, have a conversation with me. I want to hear what y'all got to think, man. I really want to hear what you all have to think about our team. I'll ask you the questions when you call in. Let me put the mic down so you all can hear the individual who called in. But here we go. We're going to take about 2 to 3 calls, get y'all take, and then I'm going to go ahead and discuss the matter, guys. It's because everybody's scared that the perfect football team is about to rise again. Yeah. True that history repeats itself. Call in. Let us know, man. Perfect season was born. TD, what's good? I'm good. Josh, what's up, homie? I was tuning in. I was actually busy on Wednesday, but I was still tuning in at the very beginning. But I had a family matter I had to rush to. But we got our first caller, guys. Thanks for calling TD Fins Talk. Who do we have on the phone?
Man, it's been 75. How you doing, man?
I'm good. What about you?
Man, I'm awesome. Beautiful weather up here in Jersey right now.
Jersey in the house. Okay.
Great positivity, man. How are you?
I'm great. So what you got for us? Tell us why do you think that they hate on the Miami Dolphins?
Honestly, I feel like I think it's still the QB situation, figuring out right now who's going to be our starting QB. I'm right now on the Fitzpatrick bandwagon. I just like the way he airs it out, and with the speed that we're going to have, that's just something that's going to be beautiful. You think about Dan Marino when he could just launch the ball out there, and the guys would run underneath it. I can see that with Fitzpatrick. We're going to give him some interceptions, of course, but what we need is that flash back to Miami. You feel me?
Yes.
I know our defense is going to be stacked, so ready to go. Going to work on that run defense. It's been a little shaky, but I can see them definitely toughening up that linebacking core, strengthening up that front four, and you already know that back, our corners and our safeties, man, it's already one. It's already right. We're ready.
Nice. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Now, I want to ask you a question based off of what you just said to me. Now, okay. Well, actually, 2 questions. First, I want to get your record prediction, but before I get that, I want to ask the second question so you can go right into it. What do you think? Okay. Do you not think that O'Shea is going to have an impact on Fitzpatrick's interceptions?
Honestly, I do. I think he's a gunslinger, and at the end of the day, he's going to sling it. You got Kenny Stills, you got Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson, Devontae. If Devontae ever gets it together, man, oh my gosh, that wide receiving group could probably be the best in the league.
In the league, yes.
In the league, especially with a guy like Fitzpatrick, who's going to give this guy his fair chance. That's the one thing we haven't consistently had. Tannehill definitely got it together, definitely aired out the ball beautifully. It's hard when you don't have that front four, the front five, and it's always, he dealt with a lot of injuries on his O-line throughout his career, which was very hard for any young quarterback. But Fitzpatrick is the guy, he'll extend plays, get off the pocket, move, and I feel like he's going to use Kenyon a lot more. You got Kenyon, Ballage, all them boys out there. I mean, we actually have the potential to be a top 10 offense. I would say a top 10 because a lot of these guys, a lot of these teams are going to run and gun it, but we're going to see. We just got to stay healthy, man.
And I didn't get your record prediction. What'd you have for that?
My record prediction. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna put it like this, okay?
On the spot.
I'm going to take optimistically 10-6 wild card.
Okay.
Pessimistically, depending on the refs, because the refs sometimes will shake you with us. They don't like to call everything for it.
Oh, don't even mention it to me. Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, them man. Listen, how many times have we been on the stream and we like, that's a pass interference that they ain't called, or why are they calling that and we didn't even touch the guy? Come on. Man,
you know what? It's crazy, y'all. I got to keep it real. Jersey is representing on the line right now. Jersey, see, all the way from Jersey, she knows her football. She knows her football wholeheartedly. And you know what? I totally agree with you. I think that this is going to, whenever you even brought up the point about Jakeem Grant, I've been watching a lot of his workouts. It looks like he's ready, man. He's looking sharp. I'm going to be honest. It looks like he was never injured, especially the type of injury that he had. And now it looks like when I'm watching his workouts, the guy looks faster than he was before. And he probably's not, but he just looks like it. And
medical staff has done a great job.
Yes, medical staff. And that's one thing a lot of people don't talk about. We have a good medical staff, and a lot of people don't know that based off of all the injuries we had of the past. But sometimes that has nothing to do with the medical staff. But you're spot on. Thank you for calling in the TD Fins Talk all the way from Jersey. Let everybody know who you are again.
My name is Fan75. Y'all can call me Jazz. I'm always in the comments. Make sure y'all like TD Fins videos and watch every single one throughout the year. Those live reactions are amazing. I can't wait to see y'all this year.
Are you going to be able to make a game this year?
Huh?
Are you going to be able to make a game this year, or are you going to keep it in Jersey?
Man, listen. We're season ticket holders, baby.
Huh? What's that?
Season ticket holders, baby. My family, we about that spin life. Even though we in Jersey, we fly down. We're on the home side, 20-yard line.
Nice.
In the club level section. Woo. Y'all definitely come check us out.
Hey, whenever you do go to your first game you go to, make sure you email me and let me know you're going to be there so we can meet up, all right?
My first game will be I'm going to the Dallas game, and the week after that, my first home game will be against the Chargers.
Oh, hit me up in Dallas. Remember, there's going to be a fan club party Saturday night in Dallas. Solo D is going to be performing, so email me. I want to make sure that we link up, all right?
Yes, sir. You be great. Be blessed. You
the same. Thanks for calling in the TD Fins Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, guys. Man, all the way from, representing all the way from the Northeast. Shout out to you. Do we have another caller that's going to call in? Because I'm probably going to take one more before I give my final take on this. This is amazing, man. Just hearing from y'all and knowing that we have some educated fans, some people who knows football. Maj, put the number in the comment section. Let them know where to call, guys. This is TD Fins Talk. We taking calls right now. Let me call in. Hey, the line is open. We're waiting on the next caller right now. Right now. Is it your regular number we call? Just jumped in. No, P, P, you can call my regular number. But no, I gave everybody it's 954. I gave everybody a brand new number. Do you all not have it? I know I wrote it down. I thought I did. Did I write it down? If any of the mods have the number, let me go ahead and there it is, 954-324-4661. But guys, man, just speaking of everything that was said, Devontae Parker turning into a beast, like people who write that situation off. If that actually happens, man, look out. Best receiving core in the league. She said it's spot on. Best receiving core in the league if Devontae turns out to be that guy. And are we debating whether or not he can be that guy? I want to know that too, because a lot of us really feel like he can be that guy. We just haven't seen it. And truth be told, a lot of that has to do with him. But as of lately, a lot of that has to do with his injuries and Coach Adam Gates. We got another caller. Thank you for calling in the TD Fins Talk. Who do we have on the line?
Hi, TD. This is Anthony.
What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Fine. How are you? How was your 4th of July, by the way?
It was amazing. It was amazing, man. Good family time. We had unfortunate news as a Dolphin family, but you know, life does go on. We show our support.
Did he pass away? Did he pass away after the surgery? Or
No,
anything like that,
no, he's good. It's just you know, he took a loss a limb. His they had to amputate his left arm. But make sure you check out my video that I did on it, describing what happened.
That's odd because I can't remember. Was it the Jaguars? Who was it that drafted the player without an arm?
Who drafted him? The Panthers?
No, there was a player in the draft this year that team drafted that has a leg or an arm missing, like in.
I think you're talking about the Seattle Seahawks.
Huh?
The Seattle Seahawks. A player who he doesn't have a hand.
Oh, okay. I thought he didn't have an arm.
Yeah, he doesn't have a hand. He's playing with his brother in Seattle. I forgot his name. I know somebody in the comment section will put it up pretty soon. So what?
I think it's Jack Thompson. I think it's his brother, Shaquille or something.
Yes, I think it's Shaquem or something like that. It's Griffin.
Shaquem Griffin.
Oh, Shaquem Griffin. Yeah, they're letting us know in the chat section now. Yeah, he was drafted by Seattle, so he's playing. He hasn't had much time, but he does get a few. But hey, he's doing his thing. Who knows what the future holds for our very own Norton? Only time will tell. And I'm interested on what do you think about this season as far as the record, and why do you think that people doubt the Dolphins this year?
I think it's the whole quarterback situation because they're not sure that they think Fitzpatrick is going to be the starter. Mm-hmm. They don't think these people from ESPN think it's going to be Fitzpatrick that's going to be the starter, not Josh Rosen.
So what do you think?
Like
what do you think?
Me, myself, as a Dolphins fan, I'm predicting Josh Rosen beats Fitzpatrick out.
Day one?
Huh?
Day one?
At training camp.
Man, that's eye-opening for me because I actually have a different stance on that. First of all, I don't want to rush Josh Rosen. I've said it many times, but I have no reason to think that Josh Rosen will beat him out early on. I'm not saying this kid won't come to be the future, but I have no reason to believe it right now. And if you watch my show a lot, you know I'm very factual and evidential. You know, I like evidence that will suggest things before I say it. So what evidence do you have that would suggest that Rosen would beat Fitzpatrick out at this point?
What evidence? Or
what leads you to believe that? Is it just a gut feeling, or do you have any?
Yeah, it's a gut feeling.
It's a gut feeling. So, and I thank you for being honest about that, because that's the reality. I think many fans, it's really coming down to the gut feeling of Rosen or the desire for Rosen. But do we have anything that we can hold on to say this kid does X, Y, and Z better, and that's why he's going to beat Fitzpatrick out? I don't believe so. What do you think?
I agree with you. And there's some fans, like Dolphins fans, that don't like Rosen, but what they don't realize is he had no offensive line. You can't judge his rookie season. He barely had an offensive line and stuff like that. So you can't judge his rookie season.
Then that makes me that makes me want to ask you, and I'll ask you real quick here. What did you think about Tannehill in less than 20 seconds? What did you think about Tannehill?
He was decent.
He was decent?
Yeah.
So what do you think was his downfall, his main downfall?
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He wasn't a superstar. He was in the middle.
Okay. Do you think being in the middle can still get it done if everything around you is A1?
Yes. If Tannehill had an offensive line and stayed healthy, I think he would have been our franchise quarterback.
Nice. I totally agree. We're on the same page here, man. But hey, before you go, what is your prediction for this season? Give me on the spot.
Oh, Can I give you two predictions?
No problem. Go ahead.
Realistic prediction is probably 9-7.
Realistic 9-7. Okay, what else we got?
That's realistic.
I guess your hopeful prediction.
Yeah, that's my hopeful prediction, but my hopeful realistic prediction. But my realistic prediction is 6-10 or something like that.
So your hopeful realistic is 9-7, and your realistic is 6-10. I was gonna let you go, but before you go, why? Why 6-10?
Because we don't have enough talent on our defense. We don't have enough talent on our offensive line yet.
Did you say defense first? Did you say we don't have enough talent on our defense?
No, offensive line.
Offensive line. Okay, but do we really know that yet?
I can trust the two guys I really trust to start day one are both Dieter and Tunsil. But the rest of the offensive line kind of scares me because those guys are like career backups, basically. They weren't really starters.
Well, can you name an offensive lineman for the Patriots?
Marcus Cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Wynn.
Okay.
Those are the only two guys I can name.
Now,
basically.
No, that's fine. But do you think that they had a great offensive line last year?
They went to the Super Bowl, so I'm assuming they had a great offensive line.
I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. A lot of people think teams that have great offensive lines are because they go to the playoffs or the Super Bowl. The Patriots didn't have a great offensive line last year. They had a cohesive unit that played together, and O'Shea and the rest of those coordinators got them on one page and helped them understand that cohesive football is what gets it done, not superstars. So I see your point, and I respect your logic in regards to we don't have the O-line, and that's probably why you're landing us at 6-10. But I'm here to tell you and the rest of Dolphin Nation, we don't know what we have on that O-line yet. I think we have a better O-line than we think, not because of their talent, not because of their skill level, but because of O'Shea and the offensive line coach and what they're going to put together and how they're going to have those guys playing in a cohesive manner. Guys, this is all about coaching this year. This is all about coaching this year.
And I have another point with Josh Rosen before you hang up.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
What people don't realize is we have the guy who coached Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning and Jim Caldwell. Mm-hmm. So that's going to help Josh Rosen's development. He has a track record of developing Pro Bowl quarterbacks and stuff like that. And the guy from the offensive coordinator from the Patriots, too. He worked with Tom Brady.
Yes.
He worked under Josh McDaniels, who worked with Tom Brady. So he understands how to develop a quarterback, stuff like that.
Absolutely. And thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. This is TD Fans Talk with another amazing caller. Let everybody know who you are. Anthony, y'all already know Anthony, and this is Manzano, right?
Yes.
All right, awesome. So, Anthony, he's always in the chat section. I appreciate you tuning in to TD Fans Talk. I'll talk to you later. Guys, I want to elaborate on what Anthony was saying because here's the thing. When it comes to Josh Rosen and Ryan Fitzpatrick, guys, Anthony made a point, but I want Anthony, and I know he's still listening, to also consider this because you can't just make that point for Josh Rosen. This is what I'm trying to preach to everyone. You can't just make that coach to Josh Rosen. He made the point that Josh Rosen's about to have Jim Caldwell, all of these guys who helped Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. You can't just make that point for Josh Rosen. You have to also apply that to Ryan Fitzpatrick. And this is why the previous caller, all the way from Jersey, this is the point that I was trying to make as well. She said, well, Fitzpatrick's a gunslinger. I get that. And it's easy to just label them what they've been. But you also have to sit back and consider the fact that Have they ever had a coach like O'Shea? Has Ryan Fitzpatrick ever had a coach like O'Shea and Caldwell in the front office and stuff like that? You can't just say that those attributes that the coaches are going to bring can only be attributed to one player in Rosen. That's why I'm trying to tell everyone, watch out. You I'm not saying it's going to happen, but imagine if it happens, you see a Ryan Fitzpatrick, a smarter Ryan Fitzpatrick, a more careful Ryan Fitzpatrick, still a gunslinger, but got that Dan Marino effect. The Dan Marino effect. I'm not saying he's Dan Marino or can live up to that level, but that's the prototype. Ryan Fitzpatrick is I don't want to say poor man's Dan Marino, but middle class Dan Marino. He's a middle class Dan Marino. So guys, a lot of things that come out of a lot of people's mouth just show me you want Rosen to start and you feel good about him starting and you hope he starts. But whatever attributes you think this kid is going to improve on because of the coaching, you cannot write off a veteran like Fitzpatrick. Do you know Fitzpatrick is sitting back and saying, look at Brett Favre. He was gunslinging forever. I mean, this man stayed in the league after he retired and went even a few more years and played great. Oh, don't act like Brett Favre still wasn't doing his thing when he came back from Minnesota. He was still slinging the ball, still throwing touchdowns, still looking effective. You saw the age, but he was still looking effective. You don't think Fitzpatrick is like, if I could just be a Brett Favre, I got another 7 years. Why won't I come in here and learn what I can and do as best as I can? And if I look amazing for 2 years, I can get me another 2 to 3 year deal and more money. I can get me another 2 to 3 year deal and more money while they're still developing this kid that can take my place anytime. But why not go after it? I'm a journeyman in this league. I'm a journeyman. We got to stop. We got to just call it how it is. And yeah, we fall in love with certain players and and things like that. Like Rosen, we want him to be the chosen one. Chosen Rosen. But you can't rule these type of things out, guys. You just can't, guys. Do we have any more callers? Mods, if you could put the number in the comment section one more time. If you could put the number in the comment section one more time. We're going to see if we can get one more caller into the show, and we'll go ahead and see what their take is this year on a projection for the season. And why do you think that they doubt the Dolphins this year? And we know why they doubt us all the time, but this year, why do they doubt us with our current makeup? We're 2-0. We're 2-0 on them doubting us because of the quarterback situation. 2 callers feel like it's a quarterback situation. All right, let's see who we have here. Thank you for calling TD Fans Talk. Who do we have on the line?
What's going on, my brother?
What's going on? Who is this?
Casey.
Who is it?
Hold on. Casey.
Casey?
Yes, Casey. K with a K and a C, Casey.
What's up, Casey? What's going on with you? You good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so hey, where you from, Casey?
I am originally from Broward County.
All right, I'm Broward.
Palm Beach.
Now you're in Palm Beach?
Yes, sir.
Still South Florida, baby, representing them Dolphins. But hey, let's dive right in. How about you tell us, what is your record prediction and why do they doubt the Dolphins this year?
My record prediction is 10-6.
Ooh, love it.
And personally, I think it's because of just past Dolphins lore. They just brush us off because of, ASM or Dolphins. But they're forgetting the key component. And personally, last year, we could have or should have won 9 games.
Mm-hmm.
They forget the Bengals game. Once Tunsil got out, the whole scheme changed.
True. Well, Tunsil?
The Colts game was just the coach not backing up his quarterback. Personally, I think we went 9-7 because of talent, not even because of schematic.
Okay.
And now that we have
the coaching staff to add on, and to me, even though we're missing a few players, I think we upgraded the offensive line personally. And I just feel like, for me, with the Josh Rosen situation, there's another quarterback that sat down for 3 years.
Yep.
And not saying he's that far, but Aaron Rodgers sat down for 3 years or so in Green Bay?
Yep.
And look at him now.
Yep. Spot on.
That's what I want for Josh Rosen.
And that's KC, that's what I keep preaching to people. We don't have to rush this kid. Let's develop him as a quarterback. I don't know why. The age of the internet, the age of instantaneous information or getting what you want, Amazon, you order today, it's on your doorstep tomorrow by noon. All of that has caused people to want it now. And now isn't always the best thing for you. And this is why, and you said something that hit right on the head, okay? We went 9-7. We were winning even last year. The games that we won was because of talent. It was not due to schematics. I love when you said that. I love when you said that because it was spot on. Because at the end of the day, better coaching last year, and regardless of the injuries, and we still might make the playoffs or be at least in it in that last week wondering, can we get in? And it was schematics, it's coaching, and now we have the coaches. I love that you said that because you were spot on. I love that, man. Anything else you have to add?
Just the bold prediction.
Bold prediction. Give it to me. I love bold predictions.
With Ryan Fitzpatrick at the helm, and with Ryan Fitzpatrick as the starting quarterback for this year, and with the coaching staff that we have, we're either going to have a top 5 offense. If this kid, Preston Williams, steps up, we have 2 6'3" wide receivers, and we have Kenny Stills in the slot. We'll have the best top 5 offense in the league, and we should bring home the Lombardi Trophy to Miami.
Man, I love it, KC. KC dropping some bombs on y'all right now. Y'all heard it from KC on TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Thanks for calling in, KC. I appreciate your love, man.
Be safe.
All right, brother. Listen, man, KC speaking that truth. But now he prefaced it. He said bold prediction. He said bold prediction. And it was bold. Let me tell you why. I love everything that he said. It's just we don't like the last caller before him. We don't know what this offensive line is going to look like. We can be optimistic, but that's the key. What are they going to look like? But when he talked about Preston Williams, we got to slow down a little because he's right about one thing. 2 6'3" receivers that's balling. Oh, holy grail. I don't know what to call it. Oh, my gosh. And we got another caller, but I'm going to finish this point. I'm going to put him on hold. Thanks for calling TD Fans Talk. Can you hold for a moment, please? Listen. Oh, I hear the echo on their phone. Oh, give me a second. But this Preston Williams situation, if that turns out, man, this is going to be scary. But is Bryce Butler going to make the squad? Because Bryce Butler's probably going to come in and be a journeyman and do his job. This is going to be an interesting situation whenever it comes to camp. It's going to be very interesting when it comes to camp at this wide receiver position. But I like how people's talking about that position. But this is TD Fans Talk. Who do we have on the line right now? Hello?
Yo.
What's up? Who do we have on the line?
This Trav.
What's up, Trav? Where you at? Where you from?
This Trav.
Where you from, Trav?
Man, come on. This Trav.
Oh, this Trav UM? Hey, this Travis UM?
Yeah.
What's up, Trav, man? How life going for you down south, bro?
Hey, man, same boat, no chilling. No ready to go to that camp.
That's what's up, man. Hopefully we can meet up when we get down there. Hey, let us know right now. What's your prediction, homie?
I ain't gonna say bye, but just going off last thing. I predict
Hey, Trav, we can hardly hear you, man. I can hardly hear you, bro.
Josh Rosen.
Uh-huh.
I kind of want him to start.
Okay.
He already got a year in.
He has a year in where? In Arizona.
He got a year in already.
But that's in Arizona. So, I mean, he doesn't have a year in an O'Shea offensive system. He doesn't have a year gelling with our receiving core. He doesn't have a year being protected by our O-line. You sure you're ready for that? You want him thrown into the fire?
Oh, yeah, I do, because, you already know you got the media and everybody talking about tanking, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's a disrespectful word in our neighborhood.
We ain't losing nothing. You throw him in.
But here's the thing, Travis, and it's hard to hear you, Travis. But here's the thing. Just because the media say we tanking don't mean we should just throw him in, because we're not tanking, though. We're trying to win. We're trying to go to the Super Bowl in Miami. And imagine how the city will be if that happens, man. That's what we're trying to do. We're not living about that tanking life, man. But I didn't get your prediction yet.
Yeah, I predict that it goes 13-3. Because we got a better supporting cast around us than he had in Arizona.
Totally agree, man. I totally agree. You spot on, bro. You are spot on, bro. He had that, and this is definitely a better supporting cast than he did in Arizona. No, the scary thing about it is the simple fact that the O-line, we got to see what happens and who emerges in that wide receiving core. And who doesn't make the roster? Who doesn't make the roster? That's what's going to be interesting. Somebody ain't going to make it. Let's not sit here and act like, oh, we got all this talent at wide receiver and we stacked and we ride with all of them. Somebody ain't going to make it. Somebody ain't going to make that receiving core. Who do you think is going to be left out?
I think it's going to be Isaiah Ford will be left out.
Well, yeah.
This who gonna stay.
Okay, give us who gonna stay.
Devontae Parker.
Okay.
Kenny Stills. Jakeem Grant. Wilson. Preston Williams.
Okay.
They certified got a spot.
So no Bryce Butler.
Bryce, he might make the team. I give him the shot, make the team. See, that's why I'm going to. They practice on July. That's why I'm going there to really to get the inside scoop, really know who gonna make it and who won't make it.
All right. Well, whenever we do this again, you make sure you tell us what you think about it. Call in again whenever we do a call in after camp and tell us who you think it's gonna be. All right. All right, bro. Shout out to you, man. I'll hit you up. All right, guys. Well, there you have it, man. Some of y'all have spoken. I mean, we had a lot of great people that called in that's really homers on this channel, that love this channel, and I appreciate everybody that did call in. Rip, you can call in anytime, bro. But yes, man, this is going to be an exciting season. Guys, they disrespect the Miami Dolphins because we've given them every reason to. They continue to disrespect the Miami Dolphins because we give them every reason to. And y'all know TD is a homer to heart. I'm a Dolphin fan, inside bleed Dolphin blood. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all. They disrespect the Dolphins because we give them every reason to. And then there's times where they disrespect us where we don't give them reason to, but we done built so much reasonable credit to be disrespected that they continue to disrespect us. That's just the fact. That's what it is. It's probably a under the table saying around the league. When you need somebody to be the scapegoat and say that they're going to be the rag of the league, you never go wrong with the Dolphins. Even if you're wrong and they're not the rag, they weren't far off. So You won't look wrong. They're just so used to it. They don't mind it. They won't lose. It's almost a safe bet in Vegas. Dolphins will suck this year. I'll put big money on it. Or a TV analyst. Oh, Dolphins are going to suck this year. Oh, I could say that without it ruining my credibility. Even if they win 8 games, I can still say they still only as good as 500. We're the type of team that reporters don't lose credibility even if they're wrong. Like last year, Dolphins will win 3 games. We went 3-0 and we won 6 or whatever. But they ain't losing no credibility. We have to change that. We have to change that. It's time for us to do what we're supposed to do and go out there and shock the world. And the best way to do it is right now without all the recognition. See, when you start winning, like right now, going to an AFC divisional round or an AFC championship game with a roster like this where nobody respected you when you started the season, they're forced to take notice. They're forced to take notice. This is a year where a coach like Flores can immediately, after one season, be known as one of the quarterbacks of the future. Not quarterbacks, but the coaches of the future. This is a season where Devontae Parker can get a bigger name than he would have if he was playing consistently well for 5 years. Y'all get my point there? If Devontae Parker was playing consistently well for 5 years, putting up 800 to 900 yards every season, still ain't got to be a 1,000-yard receiver, but consistent, not hurt, and we're like, Devontae Parker, hey, he's reliable, he plays good, we like him. He can exceed that in this one season. Just because of how they view the Dolphins. And our success would put binoculars on us, on every aspect of our team. Dolphins are 12-4 this year. Who would have thought? Binoculars in and out. Oh my gosh, how did this happen? We need to study this. We need to determine what was the big change about. Well, we already know, even if it wasn't the reason, we're going to say Flores, a new change. And I'm sure he will be a big part of the reason. But did you notice Devontae Parker, now with these type of coaches, look at what he's turning into. Do you see that Kenyon Drake is actually a premier back? People have to respect him now. And then they got this 1-2 punch with Kalen Ballage coming in. Everybody thought their offensive line actually got worse losing Juwan James. And look at them. AFC Championship game or in the playoffs. I don't know. Look at them. Oh my gosh, Fitzpatrick is playing his best football in Miami. We got to give credit to O'Shea and Caldwell. They are working wonders. But you know what they're going to do early in the season, especially at the quarterback position? Fitzpatrick can be playing his best football ever. We can be winning, but they are going to create because Miami is so used to controversy and they are just expecting us to fall, even if we start 6-0. They're expecting us to fall and they're going to keep the controversy. Well, if they can make Fitzpatrick like this, what's wrong with Rosen? This means that even though Fitzpatrick is playing Pro Bowl type football, it looks like they're still going after Tua next year. They're going to write a narrative, even if this kid is doing well and they want to take their time with him. They're going to try to make some type of negative, divisive narrative around our team. But you know whose fault it is? You know whose fault it is? It's ours. And I'll include me in it, even though I don't want to. I don't want to be humble right now. I want to be like, I be telling y'all this all the time, but I'll add myself to the fray. I guess by telling me I don't want to, I'm really not adding myself to the fray. But y'all know what I mean. It's our fault. I've never seen a franchise more divided in my life. Our franchise is the most divided franchise ever. No matter what the subject is. It's Adam Gase. No, it's not Adam Gase. 50-50. It's Tannehill. No, it's not Tannehill. 50-50. It's the front office. No, it's not the front office. 50-50. This is our fan base. Half of them believe it, half of them don't. It's the owner. 50-50. The only thing we have all ever agreed on was Jay Cutler. The only thing we've ever all agreed on was Jay Cutler. We're so divided, so we got so much information being pumped out there. You know, these people love this player. Those people don't like him. It's so divided. And the crazy thing, it's not like it's a 70-30. It's roughly a 50-50 with the margin of error of plus minus 3. It's usually close. It's usually close, man. Man, let me see what y'all talking about. We are currently changing the fins up. Changing that fins up. You better know it. We changing it for sure. That's what I'm talking about, Paul. 2020 is going to be insane. I'm going to see the Dolphins punking out a lot of powerhouse teams. Oh, we supposed to because we one of them. Parker is what he is. No change. You know, we're going to find out this year. You've already made your conclusion. Solo Boys, though, you already have come up with your conclusion. But can you say that Gase did him any favors? Was Gase the right guy for a player like Devontae Parker? Whether you believe in Devontae or not, do you think Gase would have made him better? Do you think Philbin would have made him better? I don't even remember the order of our coaches. That's how crazy it was. But I think we finally got the people that make differences, that can make differences. I really do. And we're about to find out, man. Divided we stand. United we shock the world. Yes. Yes. Your coach got to prove himself right along with the coaching staff. But I will say, this is the best looking coach and coaching staff that I've seen yet. Thank you, Paul. I agree. Whoa. I didn't agree on Jay Cutler. Nobody did. That's why I say we all agreed that he wouldn't have won. That's the only thing we agreed on, that we didn't want Jay Cutler. Unless you saying you wanted him and you didn't agree with us not wanting him. That's the only thing we all agreed on. No Jay Cutler. What is he doing? This is true. I'm trying, man. Would you compare Dolphin fans to Knick fans? I don't know, because I don't follow Knick fans enough to know. I know what's going on in a pitiful franchise right now, but I don't know enough about them to compare the fan bases. I don't know about their fan base per se. I love Brian Flores. He is going to bring out the best version of the players. Yes, I agree. Campbell. Dan Campbell. Are Dolphins a fish or a mammal? Oh my gosh. Really? Really? Is that really a question? Is that really a question? Do you know the difference between a fish and a mammal? Now, you're talking to the ex-biology teacher, by the way. How many years do you need to be a baller? How many years do you need to be a baller? As many as it takes. As many as it takes. That's how many you need. As many as it takes. You know, let me see who said that. Solo Boy Zoe. What if you were, let's just hypothetically say you were the best high school wide receiver alive. Ever. You go to college, you're the best college wide receiver alive. You win 3 Heismans in a row and you come out, you don't even do your 4th year because you're that good. And this is hypothetical. I ain't saying this is Devontae Parker, but I'm trying to help you with your point that you're trying to make to me about how many years do you need to be a baller. Because I guess you're trying to say he didn't have enough years. We in year 4. He is what he is. No. If you're the best thing ever, how would you feel if you went to the Miami Dolphins, you knowing you about to be the next thing coming to Randy Moss or whatever it is, and your offensive line suck and don't get a quarterback enough time to throw the ball and you wide open, but every time you come open, you look back and your quarterback on the ground for 4 years straight. And you frustrated. Man, I know I'm a great receiver. I'm tired of this crap. Even if you feel it's the quarterback fault, I just got a Jay Cutler. I just got a freaking bad O-line. How would you feel if somebody was like, man, you read blogs or something and they were like, man, we need to get rid of Solo Boy Zoe. He ain't putting up no numbers. And you sitting back like, I'm the truth. I know what I can do. I'm a baller. But it ain't me. How would you feel? How would you feel? You got it or not that at all. I want you to answer that, Solo Boy Zoe. How would you feel if you got it, but you ain't got no quarterback and you ain't got no O-line? And you always beating your coverage. And you always wide open. You probably had 200 yards a game if somebody was throwing it to you accurately. Or they were blocking for the quarterback to have time to get it to you. How would you feel? What do you got to say about that? How would you feel somebody tell you you either got it or you don't? And your numbers don't say it tells us you don't have it. I'm waiting on the answer because it looked like you've been commenting every 10 seconds, but you've been quiet for the last 40. I want to know. How do you feel at that point? That's what gets me. You can't say somebody either got it or they don't. Some people in bad situations don't look good. And in great situations, they look great. I bet you after Matt Castle's year when he started for Brady, you would have said Matt Castle got it. And then what happened? He went and got his big deal, and what happened? Where was he? You either got it or you don't. Oh, he had it. What happened? Come on, man. Y'all be quick to jump on people. I bet y'all already know on this channel, you got to come with some supporting facts with what you say. You can't just throw stuff out there like that. We don't do that over here. We call it out every time. I still ain't seen him in the chat. Maybe he giving me a long, detailed response. I don't know. But man, come on, man. I don't do people like that. I don't just write their future off. And what did I used to preach last year, y'all? What was the focus word I used to give y'all last year? Let me see if anybody remember that focus word that I used to always preach last year is one word. Come on, somebody give it to me. At least a mod better get it right. Somebody in the comment section. What is that one word I used to preach all last year that everybody loved to ignore? It ain't hope. It's that one word that everybody want to ignore. They want to ignore just to make their point. That one powerful word when it comes to team sports. Thank you, David. Thank you. Attributables. If you don't know what attributables mean, go look it up. No, I ain't gonna have you look it up. We learn over here. So let me go ahead and help you. Let me put it in a non, Webster term so you can understand. This causes this. Okay? Attributables. The reason why this person look like that is because of this. The reason why Patrick Mahomes will look the way he do, because of his offensive line. And when they played bad in that AFC Championship game in the first half, he looked like a bum. A pure trash bum. Second half, he looked amazing, but they were rushing 3. Go look at the film. Come on, man. It's all right, but it look like we got to bring it back. The word attributables. Everybody wants to ignore the word attributables like it don't exist in football. Like whatever, whoever it was, like he said, you either got it or you don't. No, I don't want to hear that crap. Stop ignoring everything around people, man. Yeah, TD ain't in no football shape. I promise you, if I was Tom Brady's full offensive line, put 5 TDs in front of Tom Brady. Put 5 TDs in front of Tom Brady. I want to hear what y'all got to say then. Don't blame me. Don't blame the offensive line. But I want to know why why Brady is the worst quarterback in the league. I want to know why he the worst quarterback in the league with 5 TDs in front of him. TD, fins talk. 5 of me's. I want to know why he the worst quarterback in the league. But you can't blame me because y'all want to ignore attributables for everybody else. So don't blame me and give me that answer. Get out of here with that, man. Get out of here with that. I'm not going for it. I'm not. Yeah, I said hope 50,000 times. You're right, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about right now, man. You're a real diehard Dolphin fan. I try to be every day, Marvin. TD, got to ask you, how did you become a Miami Dolphin fan? Man, it was simple, man. I'm sitting on the living room floor as a little kid looking at my daddy and my mom on the couch, and my daddy rooting Marino on every night. I mean, not every night, but when they played. Rooting them on. And something just locked and said, I'm a Dolphin fan. But I also sat on that same floor looking at them on the couch, looking at my daddy depressed on the couch, watching the Heat lose to the Knicks every year. That's why I ain't no Heat fan. I ain't got nothing against the Heat. I like the Heat in regards to they from the crib, but I ain't no Heat fan. Like, I'm gonna ride that Heat. I'm just not. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes that's how it works. That's how it works, man. The Hope man, and he still ain't replied. He probably done left the chat. Probably hit the dislike button, man. I ain't seen a response from him yet. He was commenting every 10 seconds for like 3 minutes straight. Now I ain't get a response yet, man. And hopefully I didn't offend you somehow, man. Forgive me if I did, man. Forgive me. And that's sincere. Coaching makes a difference. I don't care what nobody say. Yes, it does, man. Yes, it does. The whole organization has to come together. The defense, golf answer, the coaching, the players, all of it got to come together. That's how you win championships. Time. I don't know what Casey talking about. He must have said something wrong earlier. Attributables to regard as resulting from a specific cause, consider as caused by something indicated. Oh wait, no, not indicated. Indicated. Oh, I'm TDs right now in the mouth. Layoff Zoe. Man, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Tell him to lay off Devontae Parker then. How about that? Let's do this 2 ways, Donnell. No, I ain't messing with Zoe. I'm messing with Zoe. Y'all know what I mean. I ain't got nothing against no Zoe. He just made a comment that was, he said it bold. You got to be 100 now. He said it bold, so he asked for a bold response. Oh, I'm a Heat and Marlins fan. Hey, they from the crib. I like them, but I'm just saying. Me either. Players that I like is Udonis Haslem and Dwayne Wade. Yeah, you got to respect them, man. Donnell Henderson. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny, but, man, come on, man. Y'all know what time it is. TD ain't finna walk past some just blanket statement. Listen, I don't get on people. Now, didn't I ask him a question first? I don't just get on people. I ask them a question to verify what they're saying. And when they don't answer the question to prove that they might be wrong, that just tells me they were just talking, And then on top of it, I ain't trying to attack anybody, but I ain't finna sit here and let people spread false narratives. That's why our fan base half divided the way it is. They go out there saying the stuff they hear. I could say right now on TD Fans Talk, I could say anything wild and all of it that's false. And all of a sudden you got 3 or 4 people out there having a Dolphin argument repeating something I say that was just straight up false. Because instead of people doing their research, once they hear it, it's fact to them. And that's the world we live in, and it's scary. It's scary. It's scary, man. It ain't happening on this channel. Do you think we're going to see some Wildcat this year? Not at all. Not at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's always a possibility of a little wrinkle of something here and there. But no, I don't see any reason why, unless we're going in a heavy path. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't see any reason why, but I'm looking for these coaches to shock us in any way they can. That's great coaching. Shock me. Did you hear about Jared Lorenzen passed away at the age of 38 on Wednesday? Yes, I did, man. Rest in peace. Prayers to his family. A lot of things have been happening as of late. But, hey, this is why you got to live your life best you can, and you just uplift those around you, man. Victor said, get it, TD. I'm trying. TD is always straightforward and fair with his thoughts and opinions. Trust in the man, guys. Oh, hey, I appreciate that, Chris Sharp, but you don't know how many people message me every day. I just unsubscribed. I'm going to follow this person now because you attack your fan base. No comment. TD, I just want the season to start, man. I know, Rip. I know. Don't even get me started on wanting it to start, man. TD, stop overreacting, O'Shea. You mean overhyping? I mean, what are you trying to say? You know, TD, stop overreacting, O'Shea. I don't know if you coming at me right now, and I'm going to assume that you are. Talk about TD, stop overreacting, O'Shea. You must be meant stop overhyping, O'Shea. I don't know what overreacting, O'Shea means, and maybe I just ain't fluent in that slang, you know, because I'm fluent in a lot of, you know, different ways of saying things. But TD, I'm just trying to understand this. TD, stop overreacting, O'Shea. Overreacting, O'Shea. I'm going to assume you mean overhyping, O'Shea. I'm not overhyping, O'Shea. And this is what I be talking about, y'all. I'm not overhyping the man. I'm just saying we can't count out what he can bring to the table. I never said what he's going to bring to the table. Now, I did say I'm optimistic about what he's going to bring to the table. See, y'all ain't going to stump me on my verbiage. You're not going to stump me over the very fine words that I use. Just because you don't comprehend them to the T, don't make them wrong. I never overhyped the man. I clearly have every single time said, don't underestimate what O'Shea might do with Fitzpatrick. I'm putting everything on the coaches is what TD says. I am relying on the coaches to get it done. That ain't overhyping anyone. That's setting an expectation on who I'm giving a responsibility to this year for several things. And nothing's wrong with me saying I believe O'Shea is going to make the difference. You see, when I say I believe, see, when you state an opinion, who are you to come in and say stop doing it? But let me feed into your Dolphins fan, all 32. O'Shea is going to be the offensive coordinator of the year. Yes, he is. O'Shea is about to make Fitzpatrick the best quarterback in the league. Yes, he is. I guess that's what you heard from me. I guess that's what y'all hear from me. Those who think I'm overhyping O'Shea. I guess that's what you heard come out of my mouth. Maybe that's what you heard. I don't remember saying it, but if I did, I'm overhyping O'Shea, y'all. Let me be clear. I have the utmost, highest optimism of what O'Shea is going to do for us this year with Devontae Parker and whoever the receiving coach is. I always forget what he's going to do with Rosen, him and Caldwell, what he's going to do with that offensive line unit and whoever the offensive lineman coach is. I have the utmost optimism. See, keyword, optimism. That don't mean it's going to happen. It means I'm hopeful, a positive hopeful, that I believe is going to happen based off of my hope. Not that it's going to happen. Okay? I gotta give it to you every single way going forward so people don't accuse me of the wrong thing. We don't know if O'Shea is going to be a good offensive coordinator. Do you not realize you're repeating what I'm saying, Dolphin fan? I don't know what it is, and I ain't talking about you right now, Dolphin fan, when I say this. But some people be hitting my comment section or saying things to me. It's almost like they just want to see me wrong. I'm not an arrogant person. But some of y'all make it hard for me not to see something. Let me make sure I get my words right. Some of y'all make it hard for me to not want to be. I am not an arrogant person, but some of y'all make it real hard for me to not want to be. You make it real hard for me not to want to, like, really. They remind me of a lyric on the Carter 5. One time I thought I was wrong, but I was only mistaken. Come on, man. What up, freshman, bro? Chad, man, 23. Shout out to you, homie. Hit me up, man. Hey, man, I got to do homecoming this year. Let me know if you're going to be there. Hopefully it ain't on Dolphin weekend. We'll see as far as in Miami. It's called haters. They are always around. No. See, everybody ain't haters. Everybody ain't haters. When they haters, they call you out specifically. TD, you just to this and that, or you just to that. No, everybody ain't haters. Like NFL ain't being a hater. He just misunderstood. He just comprehended what I'm saying incorrectly. I don't think he's a hater. You know? He's not one of the habitual guys that come on my channel trying to send me messages saying how terrible I am and how I suck and I need to do something else and all that. He's not one of those guys. He's just giving his opinion based off of what he thought he heard. Nothing's wrong with that. Shake Money in the house. Absolutely, Shake Money. Listen, anytime you send that blue, you can call Shake Money. Hey, mods, if Shake Money don't have the number, y'all put it in the comment section, man. TD, it's almost as if they want the Dolphins to fail. Hey, don't get me started on that, Tinker. You spot on. Some of them, they hate to hear positive talk about the Dolphins. I even heard other people that do channels and blogs and all kind of stuff. TD just he want to say positive stuff about everything. He be wrong. He just want to be positive about everything. Don't even listen to the reason why I say the things I say. And don't have a valid argument on why I'm wrong. They just want to say you're wrong. Come on, man. It's 2019. We going into 2020. You ain't got no supporting facts to back up what you got to say about me or anything else. Don't say it at all. Man, we going into 2020. I know common sense ain't common at all, but in 2020, we need to bring common sense back. That's simple, man. Who need to watch TED Talk videos? We have TD Talks, LOL. No, we can all watch TED Talks. I love TED Talks. I watch them all the time. I mean, you can always learn. Listen to audio stuff. Stimulate this thing up here that you've been given that isn't even being used 100%, which means you got a lot of room to be using more and more. Use it. Use it. All your answers are in there, by the way. Dan Marino, hands down, the greatest pure passer quarterback. The greatest quarterback. Don't be just pure passing. Greatest quarterback ever, baby. Greatest quarterback ever. Shake Money, we waiting on your call before we end the stream. You're going to be our last caller, man. Silver and black. What's that for, Joe? Feeling, hopefully you talk about them Raiders. Feeling motivated for the season already. Thanks, TD. Joe Anderson, you talking about the Raiders, man? Are you talking about the Raiders? Thank you for calling TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Who do we have on the line?
What's good, homie? It's me, Shake Money.
Shake Money in the house. What's up with you, man?
Not much, man.
Hey, before we even get started, man, I personally want to let you know in front of everybody, thank you for always donating to the channel, showing your love and support. It goes a long way, man. You're definitely helping me do what I do. Where you at?
I'm at right now. I'm on the west coast of Florida.
Oh, so you
I'm originally from Carroll City, not Miami Gardens. Let me get that straight.
Hey, it's all Miami, baby. It's all Miami.
I know, but people from Carroll City, we like to distinguish ourselves.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. I know. Okay, I know better than anybody. But so you're on the West Coast, Tampa, Naples, somewhere around there.
Yeah, around that ballpark.
Okay, man. Are you going to the training camp with Bucks?
I don't know, man. I gotta work and whatnot.
I hear you, man. But, if that changes, let me know so we can link up, man.
Oh, for sure. But before I get to my point, I just want to say that the reason I donate to your channel is because I think you're a great ambassador for this franchise. You know
Appreciate you, bro.
I love how you put your family first, and you're a positive role model for this franchise, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, man. And that's coming from a humble place in my heart, man. I thank you for that.
You know what I mean? And I think that's how life should be. Family first. And then when everything is good at home, then your sports and whatever comes next. You know
Absolutely, man. And it's always a journey. And another thing, I don't want to ever depict like my life is perfect, but every day I'm trying to be a better father, better husband, better man in life, and just spread positivity and just a better human, man. Mm-hmm. But that's what's up, man.
But no, let me tell you something. Let me explain how you helped me, because I was on the Tannehill hating bandwagon.
Okay.
Before I listened to this channel.
Oh, this gonna be good.
Then, hey, but listen, I unfollowed you. I'm like, who is this Tannehill hater? I'm like, give me love or whatever. So I unfollowed you. I stopped watching. Until one day I saw you take on Kiss the Rings. I'm like, you know what? I don't give a damn if he marries Tannehill. I'm riding with him. Somebody who stands up to our bullies, no, I'm forever going to be on your side, bro.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. And Kiss the Rings, that bum, man. See,
but here's the thing about Tannehill is, have you noticed his first year with a head coach, he does well, and then he regresses? It's because the first year the coaches play to his strengths. They do more rollouts. They do more. He's not a pocket passer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They make plays for him, and so in the second year he's like, all right, now you're gonna do plays for me, and they make him into a pocket passer, which he's not, and I think that's what screwed up Tannehill, and that's why he's in a good place in Tennessee, is because they're going to use his strengths.
Man, I can't say I haven't thought about that, but that's actually a great point, because they utilized his legs. He got out of the pocket a lot more. He even threw out of the pocket a lot more his first year. And that's where, even for myself, I felt like, oh, you know, this kid's going to get better and better. I like his start. It ain't where we want it because of the deep ball. And truth be told, the only reservation we had early on was the deep ball. But you're right. They turned him into that pocket passer, sitting him in that pocket. And then we felt hopeful at times when he got out on his own will and ran the ball. So you are right when you say that. There was a shift in his dynamic of how they wanted to use him after that first year. And I don't even talk about that at all, but that's a great point that you made.
It's like Cam Newton, in my opinion, he's like I said, I'm going to preface my opinion, is a top 10 quarterback, but if you give him Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady's playbook, he's gonna look like a buck.
True,
you know what I mean?
Because it's designed to sit right there in the pocket and pick people apart versus using his strength.
Yeah, and another thing that kind of messed them up was when they were doing well in the 16 season, they had Ajayi, which meant more linebackers on the field. So that meant the wide receivers were on an island. So it helped other receivers to get free or better. You know what I mean? Versus last year, they were playing with more safeties and whatnot.
Yeah, and with that year with Ajayi, Tannehill was successful.
But yeah, you know, that's just my opinion, and I just wanted to call in and tell you I love the job that you're doing, and you know, I may argue on some points, but I will never disrespect you and say you don't know what you're talking about.
Appreciate you, homie.
And,
appreciate you, man.
Much love, and you know, I'll call you down later on, in the future.
Absolutely.
More to say, but thanks for taking my call.
Man, thanks, Shake Money, man. That was Shake Money, y'all. And you know what? I didn't even know that about Shake Money. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I didn't even know that, and that's humility at its finest from myself and him, because he literally started the conversation telling y'all he unsubscribed from the channel because of all the talk about Tannehill, and saw me take on Kiss the Rings, which Kiss the Rings, man, he's a clown, man. That guy, I mean, I decided to do a debate with Kiss the Rings, but I didn't like how, I'm going to be honest, I didn't get mad, and I'm not, it is what it is. I don't care. But at the initial, when it happened, I didn't like how he used the content, my content of me on camera, and put it in a negative depiction, smoking and doing all of this and that. And that's the type of stuff that's a little form of disrespect, but sometimes you just allow people to be them, and, you know, everything else will sort itself out. But Shake Money, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you said. It's a huge validation, and that's what it's about, guys. He don't agree with me all the time. He don't agree with half the things I probably say, but the respect is still there. And don't think I ain't been on here debating with Shake Money before. I could already assume that I'll be like, Shake Money, what is you talking about? I done probably did plenty of that before. Like he said, even if we disagree, he still has respect, and I respect you more, even more, bro. I appreciate you, love you for that, man. And we got another donation from Victor Coaster. Great video and content. Keep it up. Appreciate you, Victor. Love you for that one, man. Thank you for donating to the channel. Thank you for showing your love and support, man. Everybody who donates to this channel, guys, and this isn't to say anything to those who don't donate to the channel, but I do really appreciate y'all donating because y'all help me do this on and on and on. And sometimes it's validation. When you see that color come across the screen, I just got to keep it 100. When you see the color come across the screen, I already get validation from y'all telling me you enjoy my work. But when you see people put money into what you do, what I'm doing, and showing their support that way, it's always, man, shout out to you. Thank you. I sincerely appreciate it because you ain't got to give a dime to me, but you do anyway because you want to see me succeed as much as I want to succeed. Y'all think TD? See, it's one thing. I do this for the fun of it because I love it. And when I say fun, I don't have that word lightly as, oh, I'm just having fun. I do this because it's what I love, and that's fun, you know, and like that old cliche, you know, you do what you love for a living and you'll never work another day in your life. So at the end of the day, I rely on God to continue to lead my life, and this is where he has me right now with y'all for TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Thank every single one of y'all who love and support me in every way. Share the videos, donating to the channel through Super Chat, even PayPal. I was shocked the other day. I logged into PayPal, and for y'all who don't know, if you want to send in PayPal, the link is in the description below, and it always helps. I was shocked when I seen some come through on there, and it's always love, man. And if y'all, and some of y'all got channels, you want to collab or do anything, email me, tdfanstalk@yahoo.com, man. TD, there was a middle-of-the-road quarterback I want to Super Bowl, and he played for the Ravens, Trent Dilfer. Yeah, not just Trent Dilfer, Joe Flacco too. Joe Flacco as well, Anthony. There's plenty middle-of-the-road quarterbacks. Truth be told, let me ask y'all something. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Is Eli Manning the middle-of-the-road quarterback? I want to hear a few answers on that one. I want to hear a few answers on that. Is Eli Manning the middle-of-the-road quarterback? Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Bottom third. Yep. Yeah. Yes and no. And the only way you can say no, he got 2 rings. You see my point here? Middle-of-the-road guys, man, with great defenses. Think about it. All these middle-of-the-road quarterbacks that won a Super Bowl had a great defense. Had a great defense. But I keep preaching to y'all, all you need is a middle-of-the-road quarterback. But you get off track when you get the elite quarterback and he charged you $35 million and you wonder why you can't stop nobody else from scoring. You wonder why you can't stop nobody else from scoring. You wonder why every quarterback who done got a big deal ain't winning Super Bowls. Let me back up for a second. Can y'all name one quarterback who got the big deal that won the Super Bowl? Let me pick up the phone again because I'll wait. Y'all let me know. Can you name one quarterback that got the big deal who won a Super Bowl? Or ain't on a rookie deal, obviously, so it ain't a big deal. Other than the Staffords of the world when they got big deals on rookie deals when the CBA allowed them to. Come on, man. TD, do you consider Peyton Manning have a middle-of-the-road quarterback? Absolutely not. See, let me tell you what disqualifies certain people from that conversation altogether that don't won Super Bowls that ain't middle-of-the-road quarterbacks. And you don't get this often at the league. If you got a quarterback who owns 100% of what happens on the offense, he ain't middle of the road. I don't care if he is successful or not. If he owns 100% of what happens on that offense, he ain't no middle of the road quarterback. He either good or he ain't. It ain't no what's around him at that point. Peyton Manning went up to the line. What made Peyton Manning good? And don't get me wrong, he had a good defense. He had weapons around him. He had a good team. But what makes Peyton Manning different and stand out, he comes to the line and uses his brain. Okay, I got a play call, but I am going to change it because it ain't going to get us what we need right now. Game changer right there. Game changer right there. I see this guy veering in. It could be a stunt, but at the end of the day, let me call a play that whether it's a stunt or not, we still gonna beat it. Okay, let me change this. Let me change that. Omaha, Omaha. How about that? Omaha, Omaha. Omaha, Omaha. That's what you get. He ain't no middle of no road quarterback. He owns everything that happens on the offensive side of that football. You had a comeback route, but you know what? I see this, that, and this. I need you to actually run the fly, not because you're going to get the ball, but you're going to pull that safety that I need because they doing this over here, and I'm going to bring the tight end behind him. And since he coming, he going to get ate up all. That's what I'm talking about. Peyton Manning, the only quarterback that I know in this league, ain't never need an offensive coordinator. How about that? How about that? No. He ain't no middle, ain't even close to the middle of the road. If you ask me, top 5. All time. Yes, TD said it. Top 5. Top 5. And of course, that may bring some debate. Okay, that's just my top 5. How about that? TD Media starting to rise. Get ready, y'all. Let me bring it down. I don't like that. Jack Whiskey and Pinto Beans, shout out for the donation. He sent the blue through. Appreciate your love and support, man. Great one, DeVore in the house, y'all. Warner went to the Super Bowl. What do you mean? Period. And when it come to no, just period. Went to the Super Bowl is what I'm talking. I mean, what other way do you want to measure stuff? I don't measure like other people when they say things like, "Oh, when he was successful, he won a lot." What good is that? What good is that? I would be more depressed if my team went to the playoffs every year and never went to the Super Bowl for 20 years than I am now. I know some of y'all would disagree, and I understand why you would. But I would be more depressed if my team went to the playoffs every year and never a Super Bowl for 20 years than what we've been doing the last 20 now. Because what's the point? What's the ultimate goal? What's the purpose of being the best you can be is to lose? No, man. That means you're following a losing strategy that shows you some success. Like there are actually people who would be cool with that. I have a strategy that I could bring to your franchise that will make you a winning team every single year, over 500, but you won't win no Super Bowls. I'm just saying. You know, I got a strategy for you. You're going to be in the fray every year, but you'll never win. You will never win. See what happened to Patrick Mahomes last year? That could be you. You want it? See what happened to Deshaun Watson last year? That could be you. You want it? See what happened to the Ravens quarterback last year or the Houston quarterback? You see my point, y'all? You see what happened to Russell Wilson ever since he got his big deal? Never won. I mean, he went to the playoffs. That's what you want, right? But never won after that. I can keep giving you success in that manner, but you'll never win it all. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I want it all. I want it all. Period, man. It takes a team for a quarterback to be successful. Goodford and Flacco goes, that's proven point right there. I keep proving it, Paul. I keep proving it, man. I keep proving it. But they don't want to listen to TD because who am I? TD. How about that? TD, do you consider Phillip Rivers a middle-of-the-road quarterback? That's a great question. I consider him slightly above the middle of the road. If I had to put him top 10, I will put him around 10 every year. Do you see what I mean? So it just depends on what is your definition of middle of the road. To me, middle of the road is 11 through 20. It's just your barometer on that. I mean, how do you want to view it? Some would say middle of the road is 6 through 25. You know, that could be a fair statement too. If you rank the top 32 starters, number 6 through 25 is middle of the road. Some could make that argument too. Because once you leave them top 2, 3, or 4, everybody else middle of the road. Some would argue the 7th best quarterback ain't that much better than the 14th. Better, but ain't that much better. Ain't making that much more of a difference for their team. You know? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Exactly. Before I get out of here, because I am about to get out of here, I'm running over y'all. I just want to say this about this point that we've been talking about the last 20 plus minutes. If you really want to understand the game of football, you can't ignore the money. In today's NFL, if you really want to understand the game of football, you got to stop ignoring the money. You have to stop ignoring the money. You have to. You have to stop ignoring the money. You got to think about the money aspect of this game. Nobody wants to talk about these guys taking big deals and how it's impacting the team negatively. Negatively. And then they get mad when a team doesn't re-sign a player who wanted the whole bank. They get mad about that. But they're glad when they re-sign them and mad anyway when they're not successful, and then they turn their blame to whoever ain't getting paid a lot. Don't ignore the money. Think about the money aspect of football, and there will lie who's winning and who's not. Think about the money in football, and there lies who's winning and who's not. Let me give you another fact to add on to that. Y'all know I love facts. More than half of the quarterbacks last year were on a small deal or a rookie deal, the ones that made the playoffs. You see my point here? Tom Brady, not even making half of what he could be making, playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, rookie deal. Deshaun Watson, rookie deal. What's the kid name in Jared Goff? Look at the money he's getting. Y'all help me out. Name all these quarterbacks that went to the playoffs last year. Y'all help me out in the comment section. We're at 4 right now. Watch this. Watch this. Y'all help me out in the comment section. Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, y'all. Nick Foles situation. Look at the money. That's 6 right there. Who else went? Who else was up in there fighting? I said Deshaun Watson. Who is the kid? Ben Roethlisberger. He's getting money. Phillip Rivers, he's getting decent money for his. Lamar Jackson, that's 7. Russell Wilson, again, he's in the Ben Roethlisberger and those guys' status. But we just named 7, and I know it's about 2 more. We're leaving out about 2 more people who made the playoffs, quarterbacks. But I promise, it was like 9 quarterbacks that are either getting less than they should or on a rookie deal, making the playoffs with their team. Look at the correlation there, guys. More than half the league. More than half the league. Bears QB. You see what I mean? And the reason why they made the playoffs, yeah, I got Trubisky. That's what I meant, Bears. The reason why they made the playoffs isn't because of their quarterback play solely. Some of them made some differences. I already named Prescott. Some of them made some huge differences on their team. But you cannot ignore the fact of their rookie deal allowing them to have better talent on the roster. Better talent on the roster. I remember Stafford was making the playoffs. He got a deal. He barely go. Even though Wilson went first round exit. Ben Roethlisberger, early exits. Early exits. I mean, think about these guys who got deals. Cam Newton, soon as he got off the rookie deal, I ain't heard from the Carolina Panthers since. Sometimes I forget they in the league. RG3, where is he these days? Soon as he got off the rookie deal. Kaepernick, before the controversy. Do y'all see my point here? All these guys starting in the Tannehill era, soon as they got their money, what happened to their teams? Follow the money. There is a correlation here. Look at the facts. It's not the right way to build your team. And if that guy wants bigger money, let him go to that sucker, stupid, idiot team. Let Buffalo keep making the mistake that Miami and the Jets and them make. The Patriots probably sit back. Look at these idiots. Look at these fools. Look at these fools. I don't care about all those rumors in the media with Tom Brady and dang, what's the quarterback name they brought in to replace him? But then they traded him because Tom Brady wanted them traded. Gosh, I'm tripping. I always say his name. Jimmy Garoppolo. Was it Jimmy G? Is it Jimmy G? Who they brought in? Yeah, Garoppolo. I don't care about the rumors and they be like, oh, Belichick brought Garoppolo in because he didn't know if Tom Brady wanted his next big deal finally. He had proven so much and Tom Brady might just say, hey, it's time for me to get my cash. They brought Garoppolo in to be the replacement. You would have saw Tom Brady get cut. You would have saw Tom Brady get cut. If Tom Brady said, hey, it's time for me to get my 33, you would have saw breaking news. The Patriots cut to trade Tom Brady. And they still would have been successful. Just like they were with Matt Castle. I don't know if they would have won a Super Bowl or not, but they still would have been successful. And they would have robbed somebody. Hey, Jets or Dolphins, who knows? It would be that crazy. We got Tom Brady right here for you. Can we get those 2 first-round picks? Oh, get him them first-round picks. Hurry up. Belichick going to the bank again. I got Jimmy G who's going to take over, and I don't care if they be like, oh, he's not Tom Brady. You're going to learn that Tom Brady's a system guy after we show you what we do with Jimmy G, just like we did with Castle. And now I got 2 first-rounders too. Oh, come on, first round. And the Dolphins we're a 14th pick. Come on, Christian Wilkins. You're our first-round pick. Come on, Laramie Tunsil. Back then, you're our first-round pick. Imagine the Patriots with Laramie Tunsil and Christian Wilkins, or Laramie Tunsil and Minka Fitzpatrick. Belichick, them ain't crazy, man. Follow the freaking money. Tom Brady would have been gone. I don't care what Patriot fans say he wouldn't have. They living in a reality that they will never know because Tom Brady said it himself on the late night show. Why, they said, why aren't you the highest paid? Because I enjoy the luxury. I enjoy the luxury of having better players around me. No, that's the wrong verbiage. I enjoy the competitive advantage. The man already know it gives you an advantage. He's giving you the secret right there. But TD tell you that's the secret. Oh, no, you got to pay your best players. You don't get it. On that note, this TD Fans Talk. I done ran over on my time. I got to go get my big boys from camp. Love y'all. Appreciate your support. I got to run. Peace. I'm out. Sorry to be leaving abruptly, but I'm out. I got to go.